Y'all, so I am going outside to mow my backyard. I don't know if my little dog is coming. Oh, there she is. She may or may not come out here. I don't know. She be tripping sometime. But hey, y'all, here's my grass. Look at this grass. This grass is just out of control. Now, because this is new sod, and y'all excuse my fingernails, but to see the new sod, the new sod is mixing with the weeds. But when you have new sod, and you know this is so important for new homeowners, which y'all got that new sod, you got to remember to fertilize it. Don't put any weed killers or stuff like that. No weed killers, because your sod has to have at least, they say, one season, and I guess that's like a year to what do you call it, take roots down in the soil. But you see how tall this grass is. In Oklahoma, it has been raining. As soon as you cut it, it rains for like 4 days, and then bam, it's like you never even cut it. So we about to cut this backyard, y'all. Now I cut my front yard, and it looks really good. You coming, Snowy? She look at her. She can't stand the high grass. Ooh, she is not happy with her backyard right now. So we're going to go outside, and here's where I cut the side of my house. And cut. The side of the house is always really greener than the rest of the house. And you can see, ooh, look at that green, y'all. Green. Because I didn't think this grass was going to grow or get green. Because, yay, there's my house, y'all. Hey, house, how y'all doing? We gonna show, there's Snowy. That's my house. So proud of my house, y'all. But in this grass right here, see how green it is? I was about to call a home builder because I didn't think this grass was going to get green, and it just wasn't doing nothing. And I'll show y'all how it looked before I started, and I just started a regimen of fertilizing. No weed kill, none of that. You just got to do fertilizer because the grass is hungry. It's hungry, so you got to feed the grass. Especially new sod, y'all. This is new sod. There's not a lot of do's and don'ts. You just got to get on a schedule of mowing, and you got to fertilize. And then next year, we're going to work on getting the weeds. Because this is Bermuda grass, and Bermuda grass is like a weed itself. Bermuda grass will choke out the weeds. And that's the one good thing about, oh yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, I did have a tree right here. There was a tree, and see, every house has a tree. And that's what the builder did not give you an option of whether or not you wanted a tree. So you just got a tree, whether you wanted it or not. But I did not want a tree in my yard. I've had trees before, and and then if you could tell, this is a slope, y'all. So, we kind of going downhill here. And with the downhill, and you got a tree, it's just hard to mow your grass. And the trees, to me, they planted are way too bigger. They bigger than the dang yard itself. And so I think the tree is too big, because when the tree starts rooting, it could come in and it can get a hold of your septic tank or whatever pipes you've got going on in your front yard. There's my thunder sign. Go thunder, yay. And so with my house, we've got I think the sewage is in the back, but there's something There's some kind of pipe running. So I didn't want that tree there. I see, I gotta turn off that light right there because, you know, electricity. And see, little dog, look at her. She chilling out because she like it because the grass is cut. Look at her. Snowy. You like that cut grass, girl? Look at you chilling all out. Can't do that in the backyard, can you? No, mommy can't do that. And so she wanted me to cut that backyard. So, and then the grass, and then I had extra fertilizer, so I gave some to my neighbors in their yard. And my little dog, she's coming, y'all. She be taking her time. Oh, she gotta take a poo-wee. She taking a little poo-wee. Good girl, Snowy. Oh, she's like, get me off camera. My business like that. So we are about to get our mow on, and I'm trying not to step in this. There's a little bit of a hole right here, and I'm trying not to step in it. But we are getting ready to mow our grass. And oh, you know what I forgot to do? I'm about to open up. Wait a minute. Sorry, I keep flipping. So I'm about to show y'all my equipment that I use to mow your lawn. And you know, when you buy a new house, I don't know, people just seem to think you are just made of money. And you buy this house and things get tight real quick. I'm opening up my garage. And here's the grass that I cut yesterday. And because the grass was so high, I had to mow with the bag on. And here's all my stuff. I got an electric mower, which I love electric. I'm really not a big fan of keeping like gas cans, and then you got regular mowers. You gotta change the spark plugs and oil change. It's like a regular car engine. And so here's what I use to green up my grass. And it's upside down. I'm sorry, y'all. It's called Scott's Green Max. 3 days of green. Deep greening in 3 days. I mean, it wasn't 3 days when the green kicked in. I think it was like on like the 5th day. And then after that, bam, it just got green, y'all. It got so green. It got green. And I was like, oh. And again, like I said, I'm going to show y'all the before of how it looked before, because I didn't think this grass was ever. There's Miss Snowy. She's about to sit in her grass. I didn't think this grass was ever going to get green. I was like, oh. But, get this out the way. And then I've got the string trimmer. And I'm going to show y'all, if you are new to having a yard and stuff. Ooh, there is a bug on me. If y'all are new to doing y'all's yard, I mean, you can pay somebody. But here's what happened to me. I went from 75 to like, it was like 85. And I said, okay. And then it went to 95. And then he jumped up to like $150. And so I started calling around and stuff. And them people was like 175, one whatever. Now my house in Atlanta, I cut my grass. I was perfectly fine cutting my grass. So I was like, well, let me just go back and just go back to cutting my grass, you know. No problem, because I already have the equipment. My electric lawnmower and stuff already had that. So I was like, you know what, that don't make no sense. You already have the stuff to cut your grass, Doey. So just cut your grass, fine, whatever. And so I've been cutting it, and you know, people knock on my door asking me who cut my grass, and I'm like, me? I cut my grass. And so it just makes sense. And if you can cut your grass, it's really it's really a good feeling after you cut your grass to see what a good job you did, and how pretty it is, and people be complimenting you. I've had people go down the street giving me thumbs up, you know, like, you go girl. I'm like, thank you. And I think you should just, and you know, lots of people say, I ain't cutting my grass. I'm sorry, I got sweat going down my boobie. And so, you know, it's a good feeling to cut your grass. And I think you should cut it yourself, because these lawn people, they're too high. And then they don't cut your grass. They, you know, only you know your yard. And these lawn people, they don't raise and lower their mower blades for your grass. Everybody gets the same cut, no matter how healthy your grass is or not. Because if your grass isn't healthy, and see, like this grass, we need to raise the blades because it's too high. Okay, see how high this grass is. Snow, you want to go out and show them how high the grass is. It's really high, and so you got to kind of raise your blades up, because if your blades are too low, then it's going to be yellow, because all the top of this grass is green. But you see my foot, you see how I'm moving, you see the yellow in there, you see that how it's like that at the bottom, and you know, see that you don't want to mow it down to that. Let me see, let me find a good spot here. Okay, you see that? You don't want to mow it down to where it's white like that. So you got to raise your blades. And then, but most lawn care people, they don't, just my camera. They don't be, you know, customizing it for your grass. There are services out there if you tell them, hey, can you lift your blades up? Because my grass is kind of high. And, you know, sometimes they do and sometimes they don't.